How y'all doing? This is Chocolate Amun Ra. And this is part 2. The ancestors woke me up and said, we need to talk about the cult. What's really a cult? And how things is being changed around. And it's being done right in your face. And how they like to put the word cult on people to describe them as something evil, because they're not following the masses. You're not following. Even our own people are stating, oh, I can follow if I want. I could be whatever I want to be. Our own people betray us because they believe they could do what they want and follow one. At one time, that type of tradition was not disrespected. Not. But it is now. This is America, who sits there and tells people you can do whatever you want. Contradiction itself, because you cannot do everything you want. That is a lie. You only can do what they want you to say, dress how they want you to dress, walk the way they want you to walk, and go to religion they choose that they think is signified and justified, because they understand it now. Africa? I'll show you again. Africa ain't what you think it is. Africa, part of Africa is part of the whitewash system of things, brothers and sisters. I told you, Africa is the original sellout. You don't want to believe it because you damn sure ain't doing your research. You're not. How Africa is going to bow down to a pope? Pope is European. It's a European religious. Has nothing to do with Africa. Africa is supposed to be the motherland of spirituality, the original of spiritual systems that was put together through different civilizations, according to ancient Sumerian texts, the ancient Babylonian texts, the ancient Kemetic texts, and so on and so forth. There's 52 nations in Africa. And now, so many of them are bowed down to the Pope. I'll show you again. But let's pay all due respects to the Creator. Assalamu alaikum. The sun rises. Good morning, Amun. Remember I told you in part 1, excuse me. I told you in part 1 that a friend of mine was telling me, what did he tell me? A friend of mine was like, he says, oh, he wanted to tell me that people follow the masses. You hear me? He says, oh, the people follow the masses. I said, the people follow who? He says, the majority rules. This is a friend told me. So I looked at him, I said, so where you stand? Where you stand with this? He said, I'm following the majority rules. So I said, oh, really? I said, let me ask you a question then. Why you go to church then? Why do you go to your church? If the majority rules, why do you go to your church? So you can feel comfortable? Because then you live in a lie. You ain't following everybody else. You following what you want to. Real talk. Understand, y'all. It ain't always what you think it is. Cult. I got this young man named Nature Boy. And I'm going to tell you why I like Nature Boy. And I'm going to show you Nature Boy. But they call him a cult. He ain't no cult. He want to go back to nature. The reason why I like him is because he's taking his people and he's trying to go back to the nature of life. Now, Do he need a little guidance? My personal feeling, he needs people to you need people beside him so he can sit down and talk, so his mind won't be able to get overloaded. Now, when I say overloaded, I mean so you won't get big-headed. Because when you start thinking you're greater than everybody else, and everybody else is beneath you, now you have fallen into that category. And most likely, it's going to be destroyed, whatever you built. And majority of times that happens. And a lot of times, a lot of people can't see that. They're too indulgent to themselves. And you know you're supposed to have a leader to per se, but what you need is other people. What you need is other counsel, like a council. You need a council so you can sit down with your council and y'all can talk. And you can have meetings with your council, but you also got to respect your council. If you're not respecting your council, it's just a waste of time. Well, they call him a cult. Point blank. I'm going to show you that. I'm going to show you where they call Nature Boy a cult. Okay? Sad. And his own group turned against him. See, when you don't got a council where you can sit down and talk to your council, and you all can talk, you need women to be ahead of that council, my opinion. You have a woman, man, woman. Don't make it all men. You need women. And I'm going to tell you why. Women, intuition, their third eye, is very powerful. You need that. Understand me when I'm telling you this. You don't try to overpower them, or you don't try to make a point that man is first and so on and so forth. Then you're dealing with the European concept, because that's not how it was in Kemetic. The Africans in so-called Egypt, which is Kemetic, they worship the woman. You notice they don't want you to worship the women here, to a degree, here in America. In some parts of other countries, they don't want to worship the woman. They want her to be docile, weak, do what I tell you to do, lay in that bed, cook food. Nah, man. Nah. If you believe she's your God, she's your heaven, she's equal as you. Because she fought wars, she fought battles, she helped you when you needed to be helped. So now you want her to fall behind? Nah, that don't work like that. Let her stand side by side with you in all things. But let's get to Nature Boy. All right? Let's get to him. I want y'all to see him. Like I said, quite frankly, I like him. But sometimes, if you don't see what you're supposed to look at, I'm not telling him he got his own thing. I mean, there's a whole bunch of them. I just want to get to one of them. Right? I got it right here. Don't worry about it. So a few things happened to Nature Boy. Just gonna show you a clip.
Yo, you back live, I'm online. Y'all come in the room, we got so much to tell you, man. I just want to start this video off by saying we are in Miami right now. Yo, shit, this video is going to go deep. This video is going to be so deep. I got so much to tell y'all. And it's going to be over a series of time that I'm going to let y'all know what's really going on and everything. But first things first, I got to thank somebody. Because when we got into Miami, a lot of people was trying to look out. A lot of people donated money to help us. And this beautiful angelic beings, these beautiful angelic beings. Linda let us come stay. Look what she did. She came, she let us stay in her room. Right here. We have a room right here in Miami. And this is so beautiful, man. This is so beautiful, man. She let us stay in the room right here with her. She took her kids' room. She made room for us to come here as far as having shelter, so we can come back. And we just want to say a special thanks to Linda. Thank you. Thank you, Linda. For real. So we're gonna go out and get some sunlight, and we're going to come and tell you what's going on and what happened and what was all the details of what happened and what they did to us. Okay. We are safe. We are okay. We're in Miami right now, but we're going to be heading a little north to go get some things that we need. But I'm going to basically.
Now that's Nature Boy. His melanation group was bigger than that. He had all kinds of people in there. You know, I can go to the video if I choose to and show you, but you do it. You do research. Anything will be handed to you like you said, like it's supposed to be easy. But I like him. Nature Boy used to be in Harlem. You don't think so? He used to be on Sonnet TV. Hold on. I'll show you. Now, I've got Nature Boy, where he's in Harlem, where Sonnet TV, Black News 102, right? The Nature Boy's there. And this is maybe a couple of years back. Understand something. The young man is gifted. And I appreciate that. I watch his videos all the time. Helped me out a lot. To get out of this psychological game that we're playing with each other. Especially our own black people. Our own black people are the most worst people on the planet. Because you know what our ancestors went through. But maybe some of you don't. You just choose not to want to know. But let's get into Sonnet TV and show you the episode of Nature Boy and Frau was together.
Behind the penal system. How did you tell us about that? What was you involved in, if you don't mind talking about it?
We know that criminal possession of a weapon in the second degree is possession of a firearm with criminal intent to do bodily harm. First of all, how could I possess a fully loaded firearm if it was disassembled, let alone you didn't find it on my person? And then, third of all, it wasn't loaded, it was disassembled. Fourth of all, I had no DNA or no fingerprints on it. Fifth of all, I didn't get no 911 call. You didn't have no reason to even be fucking with me anyway. So how do you find me guilty of something that should at the most been an inoperable weapon? So you found me guilty of something that should have been, if not an A misdemeanor, a B misdemeanor, 60 days. You took 3.5 fucking years from me for that. Fuck you. These motherfuckers broke my arm in there. Oh, we got it popping though. But they broke my arm in there and put me in a box and gave me a fucking net bag. I had to tie my arm with the net bag, but I'm a Buddhist monk, so I meditate, heal, I'm back. Bone marrow right back. I was told by, I'm not gonna say the person's name, but I was told by a family member one time I was being told about God. Mystery God, your imaginary friend that you talk to when you're down, him. I was being informed about who he is supposed to allegedly be. And I remember me being a child. I was 11 at the time.
Yeah, see Nature Boy? He's right here.
If y'all want to know, Pharaoh, when did you forsake the idea of God? This is when it happened right here. And please don't try to say, oh, you had a bad experience with God and that's what turned you up. No, I was just a kid and I knew the truth because I was closer to the source because my soul wasn't tainted by this world. So my common sense was fully vibrating. So with that being said, I was being told about God is this, God is that, and he does all this magical shit. So I said, well, auntie, if God is real, who is God, mommy, and daddy? Because as a child, I know you have to have parents to be here. Do you know that? And I said, who is God's mommy and daddy, and who is God's God if God is real? And I was popped in the mouth. I was popped in the mouth as a child, you feel me? And I was told, my answer to that question as a child was, don't you ever question God. Lip all swell, I'm popped the shit out of. So I felt like, God damn, whoever God is, I can't ask about the nigga?